Have some prize picks coming up in a moment, and also the top 10 bargain this week. But we have some Rubik's Cubes winners from last week for the store bargain to pick out, and we have loads of those. We have about 20 of those. So, Nick, do you think you could start picking those? Because there are loads of them.
Could, yes.
You are marvellous. Right, the top 10 bargain this week, at number 5 in the charts. You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. What is the name of his famous singer-songwriter partner with whom he had many hits? What's the name of the singer-songwriter partner with whom Paul Simon had many hits? Answers on a postcard to Saturday Superstore, BBC Television, London W12 8QT. And all these could be yours, folks. Now it's time for the prize pick from last. Oh, I did my back in playing tennis. It's jolly painful if you wonder why I'm standing up in this peculiar way.
That's your story, Mike.
Oh.
Right, I'll just relieve you of those, get those put on the screen. Okay?
Marvellous, thank you very much. We'll see the Rubik's Cube's winners in a little while. The question there was, what country does Erno Rubik come from? The answer was Hungary. 20 have been picked up. We'll see those on the screen in a mo. But Nick's going to help us. Yeah. Nick's going to help us with the prize pick.
Nice.
And the first one is, the Blue Danube runs into... Blue Danube runs into Roland Rat. The Blue Danube runs into which sea? The answer was the Black Sea, and somewhere in... Hang on. Is that the... Oh, that's the... This is the... which one's that? That's the top 10 one. That's that one. Sometimes it takes until grandstand, you know, to get these down. Right, that's it. If you dip in there,
right.
The Blue Danube runs into which sea? The answer is the Black Sea, and the winner is...
Helen Crawford from Luton. Well, upper Sundon near Luton.
OK, hang on to that one. And the Roland Rat prize pick, under what train station is my sewer based? Yeah, rat trains! It's King's Cross is the answer. Can we have the rat cards down, do you think? Marvellous. Just hang around a bit. Thank you. There are 2 more up there, I can see them. Got to be fair. Thank you. Right. And the answer was King's Cross, and who got that one?
John Seray from London Southeast 25.
Well done, you get all the rat stuff. And the Brian Patton prize pick, the poetry one, which is in here. You can start now if you want. What's the name of the current poet laureate? The name of the current poet laureate is Ted Hughes. And all the cards in here say Ted Hughes, but we want one of them out.
Right, it certainly does say Ted Hughes. And it's Teresa Elliott from North Highcombe, Lincoln.
OK, well done to you, Teresa. All the poetry goodies and bits and pieces on their way to you. In the meantime, just before the calls on 01811 8055, here come the Rubik's Cube winners. Could be you, so watch for them. There they go, rolling in front of your eyes. While we take some phone calls on 01811 8055. Was one of those you? Hope it was. Right, we have some calls. If you'd like to pick up your telephone, I will pick up this one, and we should have somebody on the line. It's Melanie. Hello, Melanie.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Melanie Moss, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Jolly good. You're through to Nick.
Hi, Melanie.
Okay. My question is, why did you change your image?
What image was that, Melanie?
Well...
What, the hair, you mean?
Yeah.
The barnet. Well, I don't know. I just sort of... The barnet is back to my natural colour now, so it's sort of... It was falling out. That was one of the big problems. I don't know. I don't really think about it that much. It's just like anybody else. I mean, if you want to go and buy a new dress, you go and buy a new dress, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you're in the public eye, though, people notice a lot more, don't they?
But if I want to go and buy a new dress, I go and buy a new dress. No, it's simple as that. I haven't really consciously done anything. I just sort of change like everybody else changes.
Does it affect the condition of your hair when you do things to it and colour it?
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, anybody will tell you if you bleach hair long enough, it's going to fall out.
Yeah.
It does.
And also, do you follow fashion?
Do I follow fashion?
Yeah.
Not an awful lot. I mean, I shop at, I suppose, at a reasonably fashionable shop, so in some ways I follow it, because that's what you end up buying from those shops. But I don't really pay that much attention to it. In fact, I find some of it quite amusing. And yeah, I find some of the prices quite amusing as well. Yeah.
Some fashion dates very quickly, the more wild it is.
Yeah.
Quicker it is. Great, thanks for your call. Natalie Rogers is on the line. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning.
You're through to Nick.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello. Are you going to tell anyone about the riddle, what the answer was?
It's going to live with you forever.
It's going to live with me forever, yes. And the quick answer to that is no, in actual fact. Sorry to be a party pooper, but no. People are still writing me letters about it. People are still getting their ideas together about it, so I don't want to spoil it for them.
One day?
It's my excuse.
Right,
Maybe.
Junior.
To
and
who,
she
sorry?
says the Greenpeace concert was brilliant.
Ah, thank you. Hello there.
Smashing, thanks for your call. And Mark Tomlinson on the line. Morning, Mark.
Morning.
Hello, you're through to Nick.
Hello, Nick. Did you ever have any trouble at school with bullies?
With bullies? No, I used to be... Funny enough, I was the tallest guy in our class when I started school. And by the time we got to the sixth form, I was still calling people that are like 8'2" titch, because that's what I used to call them when I started. So, no, I didn't have any trouble at all. I used to get me way out of fights by sort of telling them jokes and making an idiot of myself, which is what I do now, really.
Best way to get up.
Pardon?
What school did you go to?
I went to a school called Northgate Grammar School in Ipswich. That's when they had grammar schools. Do you remember that, Mike? Grammar schools?
Back in the old days.
Yeah, blimey, yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I did, yeah. It was all right. I made a lot of friends.
Marvellous. OK, thanks for your call. Sorry we have no time for any more, unfortunately. You're going to come on the pop panel a bit later, aren't you?
Yep.
Have a look at some videos and give us your marks out of 5, along with everybody else. Right now, it's time for TV Talkback with Philip Schofield.